Hi, I'm Steve-O and this is my wife Jen. Today we're going on a tour of Oxford Prison and Castle, and we're going to follow a treasure map around Oxford looking for pirate booty. Is the treasure going to be the friends we make along the way? Let's find out.
Good morning from sunny Oxford. We're here today to tour the castle and prison. We're finally answering for all of our crimes. And then we're going to do a walking tour with a fun little twist. But before we do any of that, we're going to go get breakfast.
We made it to the Oxford Castle and Prison. All the activities we'll be doing today in Oxford were sponsored by Get Your Guide. Get Your Guide is an online booking platform where you can book different tours and activities all around the world. I'm on top of the mound!
We just checked in for our castle and prison tour. We got here about 20 minutes early, which is great because when you get here, you get a code to go visit the castle Mound.
It's a really cool spot to come and get a view of the city. There's some really nice views of town from here. So it'd be a good idea to get here at least 20 minutes early so you can do that before your tour. And we also realized that you should definitely book ahead because the people in front of us got the last 2 tickets for the 10:20 tour, the one that we're on. And there are no more tickets for the rest of the day until late afternoon. Seems like it's a popular place to come. So definitely book ahead if you want to come to the castle and prison.
Or just do crimes and you'll end up here as well.
Should I just slide down this way? I think. I made it! Stupid. Oh, it's a perfect fit.
We're gonna conquer the French.
I know it's really dark. I don't know if you can see me, but this was one of the prison cells in the towers, and they used to keep members of parliament in here, up to 60 men at a time, and they'd all just pee all over the floor, and there was tons of disease, and if you weren't tortured, then you probably just died of disease in here. So, pretty gruesome. We're up at the very top of the Westgate Tower, and this is where prisoners were held, and we just climbed up over 100 steps to get up here, but it's worth it for this view. They have an exhibition where you can try out some of the punishment the prisoners had to do. So this one is a crank that you would have to turn 10,000 times a day. I'm cranking it. This would suck.
This is the tread wheel. Prisoners would just do that all day, every day. They're expected to walk about 19,000 feet a day, which is the equivalent of climbing Mount Kilimanjaro.
A day?
A day. That was a great tour. We got to climb up to St. George's Tower and got a great view over the city, even higher than the Mound. We walked down into St. George's Crypt, and that was nice and spooky.
An interesting thing about that was the church above it was run by monks who would educate people, and so Oxford was known as a place to come to learn even before any of the universities were here.
Hard labor was the disincentive to want to go to prison because you would get 3 hots and a cot, but then you would also have to take small steps all day or carry a big 22-pound ball and then drop it and pick it back up for 10 hours a day, every single day.
It was a prison up until 1996, which we thought was pretty crazy. And now the area that was a prison is actually a hotel.
we got to take mugshots while we were walking through the tower. We forgot to check those out at the reception. So we're going to go in there now and see how cool we look. They assign you a crime and a prison sentence. I hope they didn't find out all the bad stuff I've done in my life. So they only automatically generate a crime and a sentence if you buy the picture. And we made really stupid faces. We're not going to pay money for souvenirs like that because we can just look at our stupid faces all the time for free.
I'm glad we did the tour early because it's so crowded now.
Our tour group was really small, but it looks like they are bringing in gangs of people now. There are a lot of different types of tours. There's like self-guided audio tours. We did a free walking tour in our last video. Today we're doing something a little different.
We love doing tours, and we figured there's a lot more to see of the city that we haven't seen yet. And we saw on Get Your Guide that they have a treasure hunt style tour, so you're actually playing a game as you go around the city and learn.
We're tricking ourselves into learning by making it into a game.
So we're going to start here. It just so happens that the tour starts at the Mound here at the castle.
We definitely signed up for both of these things at the same time and knew that they started right next to each other.
Totally, we know what we're doing. We just got the first clue, and it's led us this way to the debtor's tower and this alleyway here, so we have to figure out why people pay to be here. So hopefully we can figure it out.
We got the first clue and we figured it out because we are geniuses. We don't want to show you the whole game in case you want to come here and play it sometime, so we're not going to show you all of the answers to everything because that would be boring. But what we will do is show you the cool stuff we see in Oxford as we're walking around and get a better lay of the city and also learn. Now we're on clue number 2. We got a map to show us to go somewhere else. So we're gonna go to that place.
Fun fact, the Westgate Mall was named after the west gate of the castle. So a nice little nod to history in a modern mall. There's a very long line, so people are waiting, and Steve-O just went to see what it's for.
Free donuts.
Free donuts? No way.
Yeah. And a donut is like 5 pounds.
Oh my gosh.
We're at a war memorial, but it's obviously a clue about a library.
I thought this game might be for children, but actually that was a really hard clue for us, and we had to ask for a hint already. So I think this game is definitely for adults. So we found the second clue, and we're moving on to the next one. This is cool because we've actually had to search around the area, and we stayed and looked at more things than we probably would normally otherwise. If we had just seen this statue, we would have just walked on past it, so that's kind of cool. Hooligans in the wild.
I think they're on their way to storm the Capitol.
Sounds like it. This lovely gentleman behind me is playing the barrel organ. He said it was his father's, and his father used to stand out here on the street too, and he had a monkey who would collect the money from people walking by. So he said it's a shame we're not allowed to have monkeys anymore. I don't really agree with that, but...
He did offer you a monkey suit.
He did. He said I could be the monkey and stand out there with him, so...
Gotta make money somehow.
I mean, I could use a job. I'm not gonna lie, so far this is a lot harder than we were expecting.
Or are we just a lot dumber than we were expecting?
We've had to ask for a hint at every single location.
Every single
But we do always find it, so we're moving right along.
Yeah.
And we're getting to see, I would say, more than we normally would because we have to stop and look around so much. I think we're noticing more details of places than we might otherwise.
We're definitely looking at the details because we thought it'd be like, oh, which Harry Potter is this? And it's like, no, find this tiny little St. George statue.
Yeah.
And then punch yourself in the face. Like,
And it's not even that specific. Like, it's a clue about something very small, so you really do have to look around, which is kind of cool and kind of frustrating. I also think we might be hungry because it's about 1 p.m. now.
We're about halfway through our treasure hunt, and when you hear treasure hunt, you think like 6-year-old birthday party, but this treasure hunt was made for really smart 6-year-olds. It's been really cool to see some of the small details that we would not have noticed otherwise or just never have heard about. We are definitely getting to see some really cool and different parts of Oxford.
You can see how many people are out and about here. It's just so crowded. Ooh, look at that cool bus. We are learning some fun facts as we go. Behind me is Carfax Tower, and this is the tallest building in the city and considered the very center of the city, and no other buildings are allowed to be taller than this tower. There's also a rule that all undergrads need to live within 6 miles of this tower, so that's interesting.
We did it!
We finished the treasure hunt.
We found all the treasure, and it turns out the treasure was the friendships we made along the way.
And knowledge. No, it honestly was a lot of fun. It's a cool way to see the city. Oxford is just a beautiful city to walk around in, and then to have an element of a game too made it extra fun.
It really did.
And we got to see some things that we might not have noticed otherwise, which is always the point of a good tour.
If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and make sure to check out our other Oxford video, which is also a lot of fun.
Now we're going to do some shopping because in 2 days' time we are going to another country and we're very excited. Make sure to like and subscribe. We put out new videos every Saturday. All right, we'll see you in the next one.
Bye-bye.